Welcome back to Paper Cut. 2 weeks off, dozens of layoffs later, and somehow leadership managed to say even less with more jargon. Since Easter, the contradictions have reached Olympic levels. AI is automating jobs faster than companies can post vague mission statements. Remote workers are being sidelined for not loitering in break rooms. DEI has once again been tossed into the political spin cycle. And top employer lists? They're looking more like PR participation trophies for brands in crisis mode. Let's start with the return to office circus. Because nothing says innovation like forcing people back into cubicles under the guise of culture. Remote workers are now seen as less promotable. But guess what? The companies that killed flexible work can't seem to fill their open roles. Turns out, telling people to bring their whole selves to work rings a little hollow when they need to scan a badge to prove they exist. You can't sell autonomy and punish people for taking it. If you want talent to show up, mentally or physically, you have to stop treating presence as performance. Define success by what's delivered, not where someone happens to be sitting. Then there's the badge of top employer, being handed out like participation trophies in a post-layoff talent show. One company's topping workplace rankings while quietly firing people behind the scenes. Another's trimming its headcount while telling the survivors to focus harder. We're not saying you can't be a good employer and restructure, but maybe hold the self-congratulations until the dust settles. A great workplace isn't something you're awarded. It's something you prove, especially when the cameras are off and the severance letters are going out. Meanwhile, AI has shifted from buzzword to headcount strategy. This isn't hypothetical anymore. It's happening. Entire departments are quietly being replaced by automation, and in many cases, without so much as a team-wide Slack update. Contractors? Gone. Support roles? Streamlined. The message? If your job can be templated, it can be replaced. And the kicker? Most companies still haven't told employees where they stand. No plan, no policy. Just a growing sense of dread and a LinkedIn post about embracing the future. The future isn't the problem. The opacity is. Let's talk layoffs. Again. This time, it's mid-career professionals and middle managers taking the hits. Why? Not because they lack skills, but because they're expensive and inconvenient to reassign. They're too senior to be reshuffled and too junior to protect. So they're being labeled as inefficient and quietly cut. Sure, some firms are softening the blow with generous severance, but that doesn't fix the long-term damage. Strip out your mid-layer and you're left with strategy with no spine and operations with no bridge. These people connect vision to execution. Lose too many, and what's left is noise. And just when we thought DEI might stabilize, it's back in the culture war crosshairs. Politicians are taking aim, and companies are quietly rewriting their inclusion playbooks in real time. Some are rebranding diversity efforts under talent optimization or performance culture. Cute. But let's be real. If your DEI strategy folds the minute someone tweets woke, it was never a strategy. It was spin. In climates like this, your values aren't measured by what's printed in your onboarding doc. They're measured by what you do when the pressure's on. Silence is a choice. And in 2025, talent sees it for exactly what it is. Here's the bottom line. The talent market isn't buying the old narratives anymore. Not the empty mission statements. Not the emoji-filled all-hands notes. Not the "we care deeply" while people are quietly shown the door. They're watching what you do, how you show up, and whether your employer brand can survive more than one round of budget cuts. If your strategy depends on the illusion of culture without the substance, you're not building brand. You're burning it. We'll see you next week. And spoiler alert, if you're still using fast-paced environment in your job ads, we'll probably be talking about you. Thanks for tuning in to Paper Cut. Don't let Monday catch you off guard. Subscribe now. See you next week.